So our big story today, of course, continues to be the gun violence that we see on our city streets. Community members outraged in a city searching for answers after yet another week filled with gun violence.
Yeah, just yesterday, 2 teens were shot just hours apart, and one of them was killed, sadly. And joining us now is Mayor John Cranley. Mayor Cranley, thanks so much for being here with us. You know, every time we hear about these shootings and killings, we see our community leaders and pastors come out, yet the situation persists and gets worse. Now, we've heard from Prosecutor Joe Deters and FOP President Dan Hills, and they're saying that this is about policing and prosecution. Are we too soft on criminals?
Well, we're going to bring these shooters to justice. First of all, I think that our police and our prosecutor are doing a great job. And we're going to, there is no excuse to pick up a gun and to resolve any dispute with violence. And so we will hold all of these shooters responsible, even teenagers. But it's been a rough week, obviously, and a rough month. Overall, shootings are down in Cincinnati over last year. But this has been a particularly bad week, a particularly bad month, and we've seen an increase over last year of juvenile shootings. And so I'm also asking parents to take responsibility for your children, know where they are, who they're hanging out with. And we've got to get the guns off the street.
Talking 73 homicides to date, more than 320 shootings in our city, and it's day in, day out. Talk to us a little bit about, I have had multiple police sources, and including neighbors, who mention the word gangs. They say this is retaliation, these are revenge shootings, and yet it seems like we never want to mention that word gang. Do we have a gang problem in Cincinnati, and what can we do about it if so?
Well, first of all, thank you for the question. You know, as a father of a 12-year-old, the idea of a teenager getting shot and killed is just heartbreaking. And similarly, a teenager picking up a gun to resolve a dispute is shocking. I definitely believe that this is peer pressure, group-related, group gang-related activities. And let me be clear, these shootings are not random. Like, people are not just randomly shooting at teenagers. These are beefs, retaliation, which could be group-related, could be gang-related. You know, our intelligence department at the police department is looking into all of those things. We're not ruling anything out. I bet you we'll find not a gang in a sort of a Crypt or a Blood sort of Hollywood TV, but do I think that social media peer pressure, wanting to feel like you're part of some crowd, is part of this? Of course it is.
So then I guess I ask a follow-up to that, which is, if we have group or gang activity, are we handling it the right way? Do we need to get more insight from officers in LA and Detroit and these other communities and cities, Chicago, who are dealing with similar violence like this, gang activity?
Well, first of all, we do connect with other police departments around the country. We're always open to new ideas. And let's not forget, we do have an effective group and gang policing strategy, the Citizens Initiative to Reduce Violence. I talked to Senator Cecil Thomas this week, who helped to bring that to Cincinnati. The fact is that despite the terrible news of this week, you know, most cities in America, including the cities like LA, Chicago, their shootings are way up over last year. Ours are down. And so we are moving in the right direction generally, but it's been a particularly bad week. And obviously, despite the fact that we're heading in the wrong direction, if your loved one was murdered this week, that's no consolation to you. And so it's never going to be acceptable level of violence. And this was a particularly bad week. But the overall trend lines show that our police, our prosecutors, and others are doing a good job.
We know that these shootings are not random and that there is gang activity, but we have seen people getting caught in the crossfire. This summer we saw an 8-year-old boy shot walking to the store. One of the recent victims, her father said she was just going to the store and was shot. Is there a concern for those innocent bystanders, and what's being done to protect them?
Absolutely. I know for a fact that an innocent bystander was shot and murdered this week. So it does happen, and I can't even imagine how awful that is to be dealing with that as a family member. and our thoughts and prayers go out to the families and the victims. But so if you're a parent out there, I'm a parent, you need to know what your kid is doing and who your kid's hanging out with. Because your kid could be not picking up a gun, but if he or she are hanging out with people who do, they could be an innocent bystander. These shootings aren't random. They're not just randomly shooting people around the street. But if you happen to be in the wrong crowd, you could be an innocent bystander that gets shot. And that is awful. But it's even more reason why we need, parents, neighbors, others to really keep an eye on kids. We're also doing neighborhood juvenile court, where we're taking it out to the neighborhoods and trying to find diversion, trying to get those kids who are heading in the wrong direction into a better path. There's never an excuse or justification for picking up a gun to resolve a dispute, and we're going to bring these shooters to justice. But obviously, we know we have kids living in tough environments, and we are trying to do more activities, jobs, recreation, et cetera, to try to move that peer pressure from negative peer pressure to positive peer pressure.
Talk to us a little bit about what specifically is being done, because clearly this is unacceptable. So have you met with the police chief? Are you infiltrating these areas with police officers, undercover officers? What's being done to really fight this instead of just more talk? And you so appreciate our pastors and our community leaders who are out there day in and day out, but sadly they can't make change.
Right.
So what is being done?
Well, first of all, let's not forget that the person who picks up a gun and shoots is responsible for the murders, and they will be held accountable. We can't escape the personal responsibility element of this. But I talk to the chief every day this week. We are putting more cops in neighborhoods, in patrols where the shootings have occurred. We're putting more undercover agents. We're doing more group and gang outreach. We've been working on group and gang outreach and youth, part of our manager's advisory group, since the summer, with an additional focus. And despite the bad news, it is still the case that our city is trending down when the rest of the country's heading up. Last year was a terrible year for shooting. This year is not a good year for shootings. But we are moving in the right direction, and our police are doing a really good job. Our prosecutors are doing a good job. All these folks. We're also working with the FBI and the ATF and the U.S. Attorney to bring cases. We have, this year alone, we have collected a record number of illegal guns off the street that our police have gathered. It's at like an all-time high of collections. So there are the streets are flooded with guns, and those are available to young people who have no business picking up a gun.
Do we know where these guns are coming from?
I don't. I mean, the ATF and the FBI and our police work very closely together, and several times a year they make multiple arrests on these topics, and they have better information than I do as to where they're coming from.
Now, in the past year and even in this past week, we have seen the tensions between police and their communities and across the country, and also here in Ohio. Are these things that the police feels like no one has their back, neighbors feel like they can't trust police? Is this something that is intensifying this violent crime in our communities?
Well, look, I think we have some of the best police-community relations in America. I think that's part of why our city is seeing shootings go down instead of up, because we've been working on police-community relations since, in a dramatic fashion since 2001. That element, I don't believe is as present here as it is in other communities. And I'm proud that's true. I mean, I support the police. I believe they need our support. They have a tough job. And I think that this community has done a long, hard work with the collaborative agreement to improve police-community relations. And so I think we're going to get, just like our trend line is moving in the right direction despite the tragedies of this week, we're also going to continue moving in the right direction because we've spent 2 decades improving police-community relations.
Well, Mayor, we certainly hope you're right. As I said, 73 homicides already this year. Last year we had 94. Let's hope we don't see a repeat again this year. Thank you. Yes. We know that you're busy today, and thanks for taking time out to be with us.
Well, this is important. As a father, the idea of losing a teenager is just unbearable. And so if you're listening, please take responsibility for your kids, take responsibility for your neighbors, know who they're hanging out with. And, if law enforcement asks for help them out to solve these. And I promise you, we will bring these shooters to justice.
Thank you again, Mayor.
Mayor Cranley, thank you so much for joining us.
Coming up, a look at our top stories for you tonight at 5 o'clock. We'll be right back.